Living Wax Museum project. What this is we're looking at biographies and informational text. A biography is a book about a person's life. Here's your task. Choose a person with an impact on American history. Research and collect information about the person. List your sources, you'll need at least 2. Create a portrait. Fill in a graphic organizer. And write a speech. So, let's go back to the beginning here. You will be scored on a rubric. Here's what your rubric looks like. You want to always choose the highest column, that 20. You choose your grade based on what level of work you do for each item. Let's go through some of those items. Choose a person. We'll be going to the library to conduct some research and go over how to conduct the research. PebbleGo.com and FactMonster.com are great websites where you can research all about famous Americans, whoever you're interested in. Research 2 sources. So I recommend going to both to find information on someone and find 2 different sources about the person. You need 2 for your presentation. We will visit the library to talk about researching. Now once you found your person, you're ready to start your research, you're going to be filling in a graphic organizer. I'll show you one later. Here's you need the following information. There are 8 bubbles in your graphic organizer. You need to put 1 fact in each. Here's what you'll need. You'll need the name in the middle, the date and place of birth, the date and place of death. If they are still alive, you will just write that they are still alive. Important events. Obstacles overcome, contributions made. What did they do to make an impact in American history? People that influenced. Who influenced the person you chose? Who did they look up to? Who were their role models? Dreams and ambitions. Did they want to do? What was their ambition to become? What were their goals, their dreams? You figure out all this information as you're researching and collecting information. You'll be filling in a graphic organizer. Now you'll have to create a portrait. Use your research, and we will start this in art class, and then we'll have to finish it in the classroom. Again, you'll use your research and pictures you found to draw your own portrait. Create a timeline. For that, you'll be filling in a little organizer like this, starting with the birth, ending with the death, and you'll have 4 other events in between. We're going to type this up during computer lab time, but we'll have the notes all taken down before we go, and then when you go, you just are going to type it up. Now the speech. The speech is actually going to be informational writing. You'll be graded on your informational writing rubric based on what you actually write. You will have to write out a speech. Now, it's going to be a paragraph as though you're telling about what you included in your graphic organizer. So you go back to the graphic organizer, turn each one of those things into a sentence, organize it appropriately about your person. We'll go over that later, how to really do that. And you get bonus points if you memorize your speech. So bonus points if you actually have it memorized during our presentation day. Triboards or posters is what you're going to do this on. We'll have the portrait, timeline, graphic organizer, and our sources. You'll have 4 things you need to put on there. Portrait, timeline, graphic organizer, and sources. How this works. You'll do all of this in school, and then you'll take them home, glue them onto your poster or triboard, bring it back to school for the presentation. Costumes, the final part to this project. Try to create a likeness of your person through wardrobe. Use things around your house, and we'll go over this in class. A couple things to remember. Don't buy anything, please. You don't need to go to the store and buy a new costume. No. We'll talk about how to use things around the house to create a likeness of your person through wardrobe. Bring it to school on the presentation day. Don't actually wear it to school. Just bring it, and then you'll change at school. Now that's the last slide. You will get a letter to go home to your parents. Also, here's an example of one done, but this one's missing the sources. So, you can see on here, you have a timeline. We're going to add a little bit more to this. Here's the graphic organizer, the exact same one you'll be using. Here is the portrait. You'll also be having some, you can't see it on here, you'll have your sources listed as well. So the 2 sources where you get your information, and that would complete your Living Wax Museum project.